Hi everyone. Thought I would come to the old stomping grounds for a few minutes and share with you from here at the Burton Bridge. You'll notice that the water is just starting to kind of creep up a little bit, so we're going to keep an eye on that for sure here in our neighborhood. But a word about the bridge. I used to, for many years, drive past the end of it almost every day as I made my way on a yellow school bus to good old Oromocto High School. In the years before that, on a yellow school bus heading for a school formerly known as Wasis Road Junior High School. Those were interesting days, an interesting part of my life history. But there were a few years when I'd make the right turn and I'd cross over on my way to a different school in a different town. There were those 2 years where I spent time almost on a daily basis heading from home in Burton up to University of New Brunswick. That's another chapter in my story of my life. But I've come here today because I want to emphasize another aspect of what Jesus Christ has done. We often speak of the gulf between us and God. It's a good way for us to picture what our sin has done to us and how our sin has separated us from the Lord. Sometimes we draw a picture. Sometimes we can think of it as in terms of a massive bridge over a span that we can't span on our own. And I'm going to play a little bit with some words here today, but we cross over because of the cross. And that helps us to remember what Jesus Christ has done, the great thing that he has done, and that through the cross we have been invited to come from the side of our sin to the side of his great glory. In fact, Jesus described it in John chapter 5 as the one who has come to believe in Jesus Christ, the one who believes in him, the one who knows that the cross was for his or her own benefit and for his or her own purpose. That means we have crossed from death to life, as Jesus has told us there in John chapter 5. What also I think is telling for us is that just leading to that statement where he says the one who believes has crossed from death to life. The one who believes is crossed from their sin to forgiveness through Jesus Christ. Just leading into that, he talks about the tombs, and that there would be a time coming when the tombs would be open, and those in the tombs will rise either for the sake of righteousness to glory with God, or will rise for the sake of judgments because of sin that hasn't been taken care of. And so the answer is obvious. We should be, and we should desire to be, and we should be people who share the message that we need to cross over from death to life. And that a bridge is a great example, a great analogy for us. Because without that bridge, there's no way that we would be able to span our way across. We would die as a result. And we know that because of our sin, we deserve death. And Jesus Christ came and died on the cross, and because of the cross, we can cross over from death to life. And because of that empty grave, we know that what he did was effective for us, that what he did has bought our lives, and that we are people who no longer are suffering in our sin. But when we trust in Jesus Christ, we cross from death to life. I hope you're having a great day today. I hope you're enjoying the new life that you have in Jesus Christ. If you haven't crossed over, if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Savior, if you haven't experienced the crossing from death to life, I'd love for you to talk to me. I'd love to tell you more about Jesus Christ, my friend, the one who has given his all for me so that I can cross over from death to life, and that I can be assured of the new life that I have in him. I'd love to talk to you further. Feel free to reach out to me through the private message, or you can send me an email, and I'd be glad to talk to you further about the Savior, Jesus Christ, the one who went to the cross and rose from the grave to save us from death so that we have life. Have a great day. God bless.